Oh, oh, oh. You know it's going to be a good video when I'm actually filming it during the day. That means that means I actually have something to say and aren't just trying to think of something right before I go to bed. All right, so today's video, I want to preface this video with my desire to stay calm while I talk, because I really am feeling pretty calm. What I'm going to talk about is a little upsetting, but I, for some reason, am feeling okay about it. And I just don't want you, the audience, to get too worked up. That's a weird thing to ask, though, because if you are going to get worked up, you're just going to get worked up. Anyway, I don't know. I don't want okay, how about this? The intent of this video isn't to, like, initiate a shitstorm. That's what I'm gonna go for. The intent of this video is not to initiate a shitstorm. I just want to talk about something. Because it's on my mind, and that's what I do on this channel. And this subject happens to be on kind of like a controversial, triggering kind of thing. So I suppose it has the potential to start a shitstorm, but that's not what I want, and I hope it doesn't. But I guess if you guys get upset, you get upset, and I can't really control your emotions. Does that make any sense? Probably not. Okay, so today I'm making a response video to Nicole Arbour. She made a video called Dear Fat People, where she essentially said that in her opinion, fat shaming is not a thing. At least not in the way that our liberal young Tumblr society is using fat shaming. She says that fat people are fat because it's their fault, because they eat a lot and lack self-control and etc. And we shouldn't treat them specially or be helpful to them because of their body, because their body is their fault. She makes it analogous to other adversity that people face, such as sexuality. So, like, she says that I can use the gay card because I'm gay. She says that people of color can use the race card because that's not their fault. They don't choose their color, and they face real adversity. And, like, I don't choose my sexuality, but I face adversity. Fat people, however, can't use the fat card because it's their fault that they're fat. And then she throws in some small, really short exceptions, where she says, of course there are people who have, conditions, or genetics plays an unfair role and makes their body the way they are. And in that case, like, that's not who she's talking about, but she's talking about obese people who are obese because they ate a lot, and essentially it's their fault. And she says fat shaming is not real unless you mean shaming people who are fat and shaming them so much that they stop what they're doing and become healthy or lose the weight. Then that's fine. Fat shame away. That's kind of what she says. And I just want to talk about. There's a lot of reasons I'm not super into this video, but I just kind of want to talk about one of them. And if you guys want to talk about the zillion other reasons that this video could be harmful, then you can do that in the comments. And then I'm going to do one more annoying disclaimer before I do this video. I don't want you guys to go over to Nicole Arbour's channel and post any kind of hate. I feel like a lot of times these wars can start on the internet, and it just becomes harassment. So essentially, I think Nicole Arbour's video is wrong because it's harmful to people, but it would be wrong of me to post a video like attacking Nicole Arbour's character and her as a person, and then just send a bunch of hate her way, because that's also harassment. And I don't want to, like, I'm not attacking Nicole Arbour's character. You know what? I don't know really much about Nicole Arbour. I've watched a few of her videos in the past, and to be honest, she seems kind of funny and nice. I think Nicole Arbour probably is a very good person. She just didn't make a very good video. So I hope you guys can see it that way too. Yeah. Nicole, on the off chance that you're watching this, I don't want you to walk away from this video thinking I don't like you. I don't know you. I think actually if I had to judge you, you're probably pretty okay. I know you're dating Matt, and I really like Matt. Matt and I are buds, and I think that Matt probably has like um, a good judge of character. So if he's dating you, you're probably pretty okay. So I don't not like you. I just don't like a video you posted. And this is what I'm. This is why. Oh, and another thing I forgot to mention that Nicole talks about in her video is how body positivity is just like a trendy illusion. It's not real and it's not helpful. She says you can hashtag anything as much as you want, but it doesn't mean you just by making something a hashtag doesn't make it a meaningful movement. So you can hashtag body positivity because you're feeling bad about being pudgy, but that doesn't mean that it's okay that you're pudgy. You're still overweight. Oh, and I guess she doesn't talk. Isn't talking about pudgy people. She even says that, but like fat people essentially. So this video, when I watched it, really hit me hard because I'm currently, if you go back a few videos on this channel, you'll see a video where I'm like a little drunk and crying because I feel so not cute and just really ugly and fat. And I'm currently kind of dealt with a lot. That was really linked to my like anxiety and depression issues. But since I'm feeling better mentally, that's helped me feel a lot better about my body. But in order to get over it, I'm currently writing a poem right now about body positivity and things like that, and body image. And so it's a lot of this stuff has been like on the forefront of my mind recently. So this video hit at a really interesting time, and it caused a lot of feelings for me. And the reason that I want to make a response videos to it because I think Nicole's like goal of making a video like that is to be helpful. I think her goal, because she says, let this be a wake-up call for you to lose weight and be healthy. So I think her goal, her intention, is to be helpful, to have people who are fat lose weight. That's the goal. But as we all know, intent does not equal impact. So just because you had good intentions doesn't mean the thing that you did with those good intentions is right. And I want to talk about why, like on a personal level. There's so many reasons this video is harmful, but this is just one of them. So Nicole, if your goal is to be helpful to people and have them be more healthy, you absolutely are not going to achieve your goal in any way whatsoever with the video that you posted. In fact, your video is going to backfire and make things much worse. If you really want to help people, that is so not the way to go about it. Because, like, if I'm just being honest, you essentially truly did tear down people. I know you can say that it's comedy, because that was probably your intention. Again, you intended for it to be comedy, which is why it's so like brash and direct and forward. But again, intent does not equal impact. So like I feel like I can see a lot of your intentions, that you're meant to be being helpful and you're meant to be being funny, but really like what you're actually doing, regardless of your intentions, is you're just tearing down people for the way they look for however long the video is. And it's really hurtful because I'm like, don't get emotional, Ashley. You said you weren't gonna get emotional. Okay, so I'm really insecure about my body. But even more so than that, I'm really insecure about my anxiety and my mental state. And so I know, so I'm gonna make this whole body positivity thing kind of analogous to mental health. So I know that when people make fun or make me feel bad about my anxiety, the first thing I think is that I should probably have less anxiety, because that's what would make me better. Or when I'm feeling fat and people make fun of me for being fat or overweight or doing my hair weird or looking whatever, and people make fun of me for it, the first thing I think isn't I should go to the gym. Or the first thing I think isn't I should be healthier. The first thing that I think when people make fun of me, when people spend time tearing me down, the first thing I think isn't to change those things to be healthier, healthier mentally, healthier physically. The first thing I think is, wow, I'm a piece of shit. Look, see, this is where I am going to get emotional. Look at this, like, this person is picking out everything that I already hate about myself. And, they're highlighting it and they're making all those feelings that really valid. So the first thing I think isn't I should go to the gym and lose weight. The first thing I think is like, I am worthless. I am nothing. This person's right, and I am nothing. And then what happens is you get people in really weird headspaces where their perception becomes warped, and they're not thinking rationally. And then they do stupid things, like stop eating and hurt themselves. Like, this blah, blah, blah. Like, I've never talked about self-harm. And am I really going to talk about self-harm for the first time? I don't know, maybe. But okay, so when people make fun of my anxiety or my body or my hair or my skin, the first thing I think isn't, I could fix these things and I could be a better person by X, Y, and Z. The first thing I think is I'm a piece of shit, I'm worthless, and then I get into a really weird headspace and then I do stupid things. Like hurting myself. Like, I laugh because I'm so uncomfortable, not because it's funny. Yeah. Like, your words have so much weight to them. Your words make people do things, even if it's not what you meant. And even if the thing that the person's doing is irrational, that's what happens. That's what happens when people feel like shit. When people feel absolutely worthless, like nothing, totally empty, just fucking like scum. When you make people think like scum, when you make people think like they are scum, they are gross, disgusting, just ugh, then they don't, they start to not think right. That's the train of events. And I know that's not what you meant, obviously. But, like, that's what, I'm talking to Nicole Arbor, like as if she's watching. She's not watching this video, just you guys are. But yeah, so that's why your video is harmful. That's why that video is harmful. Because it can really kickstart a dangerous chain of events. So that's why these reality checks aren't good, and that's why it is important to speak sensitively. Yeah. And then that's kind of, you and body positivity kind of have the same goals, because the body positivity is to be healthy and to love your body. But it's kind of like, hey, your body is this way. You should love your body because it's your body and not feel like shit. There are things you can do to be healthier. There's always things people can do to be healthier. But you should first be in a place where you don't feel like you're a piece of shit. So, because when you feel like more than a piece of shit, you're way more likely to go to the gym, or eat healthier. Does that make sense? That's why the way you go about things is really important. Meow. Oh, this video was so uncomfortable. I didn't like it. I wonder if I'll post it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments if I do post it. I should probably put a trigger warning in the title, because I didn't think I was going to talk about that, but then I kind of did.